tat on me. I might jump on the stage with a stick on me. Every cornerback with me got a pick on him. Every Glock in it big got a dick on it. How you watching my live, won't click on it. I'm a butt on a rolling, no tick on it. They ain't tell you about root, I got a kick on me. I just pray that my dog don't switch on me.
What's happening with y'all? Reset TV. It's gravitating away in the building. Now, let's get right at it. So Boosie goes on his big brother Vlad's platform. You know, some people call Vlad his Caucasian father. You know, all jokes aside, it's just weird because Boosie got all this, you know, real ninja codes and business, you know, suggestions for other black folks, but he's always running to Vlad. But then again, I've heard Vlad paid him a certain amount to be featured on his platform. So hey, business is business. But nonetheless, I thought this Young Bleu versus Boosie thing was done with. But Vlad, being the culture vulture instigator that he is, he basically gets Boosie to chime in on Young Bleu's first week numbers on his latest project. Now, his latest project went 17K. Not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not what you would think of somebody who was featured on a Drake track, and we're gonna get right to that. But Young Bleu can't be held back. You know, he always seemingly responds. It's been quiet for quite a few months, but hey, when you see somebody like a Boosie who does have an influence and effect on you and your project, let's be real about that. With the narrative going around that Young Bleu, you snaking Boosie, hey, that's a little louder than your claims of Boosie snaking you. But nonetheless, DJ Vlad gets Boosie to tap dance and, you know, make fun of somebody's alleged downfall, etc. And whether y'all think it's right or wrong is just a bad look on both parts. But Young Bleu responds. Young Bleu on this post says, Boosie got my nuts in his mouth every interview. That nigga obsessed. I dropped a rap album with 1 week promo. I mean, that's your fault, Young Bleu. Anyways, and no singles just to get out my deal, and did 17 times more than you. That's false. No matter how I can feel about Boosie up and down, Boosie put out more projects, Young Bleu. But he said, I did 17 times more projects than you. And only reason it did that because I wasted energy talking about your ass and nobody wanted to hear that shit. He continues, you know what my R&B projects do? My one R&B single, Confirmation, outsold your whole album, 50 million streams, no radio, 100. What you did on your album, 500? I'm not arguing with a ninja, only barely get booked in 100 miles out of Mississippi. You're a lame and you better hope a storm don't come and knock them cheap ass, paper thin ass condos in your backyard. Them kids don't want to live on your plantation. Buy a house, boy. Man, it's a couple things I could say about this post. Number one, you know, hey, I think Boosie is an incredible businessman in terms of buying land and building up his home from the ground up. Young Bleu, it already came out that you was leasing mansions, bro. You know, no shade, I rock with Young Bleu, but like, damn, like it's kind of hard to defend you with the things you talking about. Then you go to the children's part. You talking about his kids don't want to live in that house, etc. It sounds like hating too, you feel me? Then again, Boosie did come after your wife, making fun of the fact that your wife is divorcing you. So hey, I guess it's all fair in this so-called back and forth, right? But let's go to the commentary and what I think about this entire matter. Now, some people feel like Boosie's cachet, right, holds weight in the game, where him putting out to the world that Young Bleu snaked him and his brother went behind his back and signed a deal, etc. All this stuff. Some people feel like there's a dark cloud hanging on Young Bleu's head where he could never sell like that. But if I'm to be honest, that Drake feature was the peak of Young Bleu's career. Without a Boosie, without a Boosie's brother, without whoever, with Drake solely, that's what Young Bleu is known about, right? Young Bleu, I get it. You're right. You was never known as this guy that sold 100K, you know, first week. Then you complain about dropping a raggedy album to get out of your contract. A lot of artists do it, I get it. But if we're to be honest, I never thought Young Bleu was that talented. He made, a few hits, if you can call it that, here and there. And no matter if you did make more money than Boosie, which I'm almost sure you have not, I can say this: Boosie has classic album. It resonates with the roots of the projects, of the ghettos, even through the commercial realms of music. Boosie is a staple. No matter what people, including myself, will say about Boosie in moments when he can appear to be very negative, Boosie as an artist has cemented himself as a legend in this lane. Young Bleu, you're not there yet. You look even more foolish not leaving it about contracts and talking about accolades. Boosie has surpassed you in terms of the weight he is in this game. You're not that, Young Bleu. You're not. I'm sorry, but you should have been working more on your craft. And hey, it always seems like a miss to me if you ask me. Okay, you're out of your contract now that you're suggesting to us, right? What you gonna do now? Keep going back and forth with Boosie? Even if you paid Boosie his money that you clearly owe him, if you did that, I still don't think people would rock with you like that. I don't think nobody's really hating on you, Young Bleu. Drake has this effect where he was the cheat code for a lot of artists' career, and like they can't seem to get over that hump. They can't give us or deliver a substantial project that could stand the test of time by themselves. That's how it goes in this music business. You had your shine and that was it. I'm not gonna just cancel you as you could never duplicate that again. But as far as today, nobody's really searching for you, my ninja. This is bigger than Boosie. This is about your career. And as far as it stands, you almost seem like a one-hit wonder. But what say y'all in the comment section, man? I would like to know y'all opinions on this matter because I thought it was over. But Culture Vulture Vlad loves pitting, ninjas versus ninjas. That's how he do it. And everybody seemingly falls for the bait. Maybe Boosie gets paid enough where he don't care about mine or yours opinion. But what do you guys think about Young Bleu's career? Could he have stood the test of time like a Boosie when Boosie was at the peak? And as we all know, Boosie never really necessarily needed features. He was his own entity. So now what do y'all think about Young Bleu? Was his Drake feature the height of his career, or could he duplicate that? Y'all let me know in the comment section and I'ma holla at y'all.